The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
And welcome to Fairfield Ludlow High School for the Fairfield Warde High School for the HA Network's coverage of some FCAC volleyball. We've made one too many stops at Ludlow lately. I'm excited to be here at Warde, though. Frank Renito with AJ Simonowski. We've got a battle of two teams tied for second place in the conference as they get set for one of them to take sole possession. AJ, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good, Frank. The last couple times we've done volleyball, it's been Ludlow. We've just gotten used to seeing the Falcons, but here they're crosstown rivals. The Mustangs taking on the Tigers today. This is going to be a good one.
As we get set to get action kicked off right away here, it will be Middlebrook to serve first for the Tigers. Both teams wearing black on black. Warde with the white numbers on the left side of your screen to start. And it is the Tigers in orange numbers on the right side as they pick up that first point. AJ, both teams come in here 7-1. They are playing as good a volleyball as anyone else in the conference, behind maybe, only behind Greenwich, who is undefeated to this point.
They really are. Last year, the Tigers were the 6th seed overall in the Class L state tournament. They had a bit of an early exit as they ran into a Southington team that was playing very well.
As Warde able to answer there, coming up with the point that time, it was Libby McKenna. Let's quickly run through the starters here while we've got a second. Starting with the visiting Tigers, Nicole Nielsen, Alicia Hill, Caroline Colonel, Brooke Dupuy, Hannah McNeese, Katie Leinekin, and Elizabeth Middlebrook, the 6 on the floor for the Tigers. Over on the opposite side, you've got Grace Doherty, Claire Sullivan, Maura McNeil, Libby McKenna, Olivia Parisi, Jenna Setta, and Nicole Vaccarella as we are quickly knotted up at 2. Following the serve there from Maura McNeil, who'll be wearing number 15, that white jersey representing the libero for the Mustangs.
And Frank, for many of our listeners and viewers who may not know, you often cannot swing a bat or throw a ball at Ridgefield High School without running into a Middlebrook sister, Elizabeth, the standout volleyball player, anchoring the Tigers' backline today.
One of the two captains for the Tigers, along with Katie Leinekin. Our first true rally here on point number 5. Big spike coming up here to catch a piece. You bet it did. Credit Caroline Colonel with the kill.
You can't do it any better than that.
So 3-2 in favor of the Tigers. Leinekin to serve for the first time this afternoon. Leinekin drops one in there. Miscommunication on the pass there. Unable to send that one over was Alicia Hill.
And Frank, that's going to be, if there were such thing as an error in volleyball, you would have to give that one to Nicole Nielsen, the libero for the Tigers. Tigers starting libero, Taylor Brand, not here today. She is feeling a bit under the weather, so Nielsen gets the start in her place.
3-3, and we see our first substitution. It's Claire Christensen, who checks in for the Mustangs. Played illegally with the underhand tap there.
Doherty had the Tigers' defense a little just off balance with the putback attempt. Got a little too fancy, and it goes against her.
Good serve, better dig there as we're going to play this point on now. Set to the far side, another kill opportunity. Able to come up with a dig, though, was McKenna. Pass was to no man's land. Christensen had to run from that back line trying to get there.
How McKenna was able to dig that one out, I'm really not quite sure.
5-3 in favor of the Tigers. We mentioned both teams are 7-1 on the season. They come in tied 5-1 in the FCAC. Warde playing from the East Division as going up and getting the block right there. It's Vaccarella, the senior captain.
And though we're accustomed to seeing great volleyball out of the Tigers, Warde actually playing a little bit better this year. They have only dropped 4 sets total this season.
Offense wins you games, but defense can win championships. That's the path they're trending on at this moment. As that serve just a bit outside to the left. As we said, Warde playing from that East Division. The Tigers 5-1, sitting at second in the West. First serve of the afternoon now coming from Colonel. And up there was McKenna. Going up for the net, but she crossed over, it looks like. Indeed she did. Excuse me. It is now 7-4 in favor of Ridgefield.
Just a little bit too aggressive there from McKenna. She was in a perfect position to play a little drop shot. Did not have to reach over.
Colonel's serve too hot to handle there for Vaccarella. The line drive went right through the fingertips. 8-4 as the Tigers take a double-up lead. Nice opportunity. Vaccarella from about 3 yards, but waiting right up there was Middlebrook. She sent one back.
With a nice assist from Hannah McNeese. And when Elizabeth Middlebrook is on her game, you're going to put nothing by her.
Colonel's fourth serve here. Unable to get there, trying to set up on the pass was Claire Sullivan. And Coach Waldron wants to take a timeout and talk things over. We will take it with him. 10-4 in favor of Ridgefield right here on the HAN Network.
Have a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
Give your day a jumpstart with the latest news, sports, weather, and more on Coffee Break, live on the HAN Network, weekdays at 11 a.m. Connecticut News.
Colonel's serve into the net. Welcome back as Warde gets that return point. We are at Fairfield Warde High School. First time we have seen either the Mustangs or the Tigers in volleyball this season. It's our 3rd volleyball game of the year, AJ, and we have seen some great volleyball play to this point.
We really have a dominant opening win from Staples over the crosstown Ludlow Falcons.
Well done by Middlebrook there, dropping that one into the soft spot of the zone. We saw Ludlow twice, the defending FCIAC champions. They got Trumbull the next time around. Ludlow, and this is crazy to think about. We're talking about the defending FCIAC champions. Ludlow yet to win a game this season.
You start to see how much difference a single player can make. They really miss Alice Nelson, the all-universe defensive whiz, graduated last year.
Working off DuPoy's serve, Middlebrook. This one's got to come all the way over. Set to the middle, going up, but not able to get the block there. Excuse me, was Sullivan. As putting in for the kill was McNeese.
Like Olivia Parisi got a hand on it as it came over, but the shot just too strong.
And we were saying, Ludlow, they haven't won just yet, but it's not that they are playing polar volleyball because they have looked good. It just turns into games that go past 25. You lose that first set, and you think to lose a set by 2 points, but then you're down 1 set in the match. It's tough to overcome.
As we were leaving Ludlow last time we were there, spoke with their athletic director, Todd Parnas, and said that is probably the hardest fought 3-1 loss you'll ever see.
Illegally played from Middlebrook. So a quick 2 points trims the lead down to 5 now, 12-7 in favor of the Tigers. That one played off a fingertip before going out long. Another point for Warde. Good pace of play here so far. We've seen a couple rallies. aggressive play style at the net for both teams. A little miscommunication there on the side of Warde. Credit the effort of Leinekin.
Truly, she came over and got an awkward hit on a return. Looked like she wasn't quite ready for how hard it came over, crossed back over the net, and was there again for the other return.
Set to the outside, going up McKenna, and she's strong enough to power through there. Picks up a huge point in favor of the Mustangs.
Both Middlebrook and Alicia Hill were there, but as you said, not close enough to the net, and the ball lands on the Ridgefield side.
McKenna. Now to serve. Leinekin to the far side. Middlebrook going up. As that one's got to go over from Seta. Good job again by Leinekin. Back and forth we go. Poor effort on the set there. For the point back to the Tigers as we flip-flop here in between point 7 and 14. Middlebrook to Leinekin. Short set there. Going for the kill. Able to come up with it. It's Alicia Hill. Her first kill of the match.
It sounds simple to do, Frank. Hit it where they ain't. That's exactly what Hill did.
And Leinekin's name has been called quite a few times in the last few points, AJ. As that's a simple ace right there. Warde looking a little lost at the moment. Vaccarella from the back line comes up strong with the kill opportunity. Must have been 5 yards off the net there, but used the height to her advantage, able to go up and over. Too strong as Nielsen couldn't handle it.
Height, certainly the operative word there. Vaccarella listed as 6'3". That's as tall as I am.
Leinekin the set. Colonel going up. And the point's going to go to Warde. Crossing underneath there was Alicia Hill.
That is correct, Frank. And I feel I should call out at this point the defensive effort that Libby McKenna has put together on these last couple of points. She's been on the receiving end of a number of very hard spikes from Elizabeth Middlebrook, among others, and has kept the ball in play each time.
Colonel goes up strong there, but return to sender. Vaccarella sends one home. Great conversion on the block. Vaccarella and Seta in on it. We'll step aside with a 4-point game, 16-12 in favor of the Tigers here from Fairfield Warde High School.
This is now 44 years I've been in this business. Digital came along. After I was in business for about 6 years, I had to totally reinvent the business. So I had to make a tremendous investment in my business. And Milford Bank was there for me. I don't really just consider Milford Bank a bank. I consider them a trusted partner in my business. My name is Jim Wilson, owner of Milford Photo. I choose to bank with Milford Bank.
We are back here at Fairfield Warde High School on the HAN network. Tigers of Ridgefield leading the Mustangs of Fairfield Warde 16-12 right now. Warde on service thanks to the part of Vaccarella and Seta, the senior effort, the captain's effort in blocking that last Colonel spike attempt. As this one heads up into the net off the hands of Sullivan. It's a 5-point game again.
Only 2 seniors on the roster for Warde at all, the captains Vaccarella and Jenna Seta. Mostly juniors and a couple of sophomores on Coach Matt Narwald's squad.
It's got the fans of the Mustangs volleyball team very excited for the future. You can't turn and set that way, as we are told by Coach Narwald there.
One of the bonuses of being as close to the match as we are, we can hear a lot of coach speak. And those of us not as well versed in the sport as others tend to learn a lot.
Set to the outside, Seta. Goes cross court. Worked around. Now Leinekin has got to go over on that third touch. Big opportunity here. Vaccarella. But this time going up, it was Hill and Colonel rejecting the senior captain at the net.
And the spike attempt from Vaccarella is something the Tigers are going to have to keep an eye on all game long. The height advantage that she has over everyone else on the floor, not just her team, but against Ridgefield as well. The timing on those putback attempts is going to have to be crucial.
Leinekin's serve went into the net there. So Fairfield Warde back on it now. Good serve there coming from Christensen. Set to the far side. Colonel goes up. Is it in? You better believe it.
Didn't look like it from where I was sitting, but the gentleman on the top of the ladder says it was.
We saw Colonel warming up, and it was very impressive when they set her at the bottom left side of the court. Great effort there from both Christensen and McNeil. Set again. Oh, useful. Well done.
Truly the definition of the useful shot. The last couple times Vaccarella's gone up, it's been for the home run spike. She gets everybody looking for it and hits the little drop shot. No one on the Ridgefield side was prepared.
And trying to return the favor there, able to do so. Coming up with a drop shot was Dupuy.
Not often you see a miscommunication actually work in the team's favor. Dupuy was not ready for that attempt over the net. She gets a little, almost a misplay. Ward wasn't ready for it.
21-14, Colonel on serve. This one just making it over the net both ways, and it will be the Tigers' advantage as they come away with the point.
It counts as one on the scoreboard. Doesn't necessarily matter how it gets there.
22-14. Colonel, and arguably the best player for the Tigers in this opening game. Come to the far side. Middlebrook in the middle now. Trying to go up and block. It was Vaccarella. She's unable to do so. 23-14.
Got a hand on it, but as we've seen already in this first game, and his warm-ups as well, Frank. She was warming up just in front of us. Elizabeth Middlebrook really put some mustard on the ball.
Colonel again. Hard line drive serve. From the outside, McNeil able to get it over. Tigers not able to hang on to that one. So they stop the bleeding now, trailing by 8 here.
Hannah McNeese just got a little bit crossed up. She did get a hand up for the block and was able to stop the shot from coming over. Unfortunately, it was already on her side of the net when she did.
That one's sailing out a wide. Colonel's got to send it over, but cannot do so as they were teetering on being in the bleachers at the far side of the court.
Now, they say that's out of bounds. I think we should push for some reform. Let them play from the bleachers. Could add a new dimension to the game.
Could add a couple more patients to the Hospital of Special Surgery, just one of the few partners with the HAN network here for this fall. As well done there. Another drop shot scoring for the Tigers as they have set point now, leading 24-16. It's it's Dupuy who will head back for the serve. That one goes over. Leinekin to Middlebrook. They return both teams on that second touch. Now the set going up. Leinekin to the far side. She wants the other captain. Middlebrook rejected at the net. Ward lives to fight another day.
Nothing special about that rejection attempt. Send two girls up, got their hands in the right place, put it back on the other side.
Ridgefield got what they wanted, though. Leinekin on that second touch, able to set to the far side to her playing partner, Middlebrook. Credit the Mustangs, too strong at the net that time. Far side again, Middlebrooks. Little touch there. This one's got to come over from the back. Vaccarella. Middlebrook will try again. This time she's got it. Big kill And that ends set number 1. It's 25-17 in favor of the Tigers. They'll take a break as they switch sides of the court. Let's step aside as well, right here on the HAN Network.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
I'm Frank Granito.
And I'm Donald Ing for the HAN Network.
Tune in to Nutmeg Sports Monday through Thursday, where we bring you all the top stories from Connecticut sports.
From highlights to player interviews and expert analysis, no one gets you closer to Connecticut's games than Nutmeg Sports.
Nutmeg Sports, now Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. on the HAN Network.
If you're watching this broadcast, you're not alone. The HAN Network is available for 200,000 Connecticut cable customers on the Frontier Network. And we've also reached 1.7 million viewers on our free live streaming sports, news, and entertainment broadcasts. To reach our rapidly growing audience, contact Advertising Director Jessica Murrin at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Welcome back to Fairfield Warde High School here on the HAN Network. We've got FCYAC volleyball between two teams tied in the standings at 7-1, 5-1 in the conference. Currently leading 1-0 in this game are the Ridgefield Tigers. They won set number 1, 25-17. AJ, as you said before, we're close enough to be able to listen into conversations. What was Coach Narwald saying to his players down there?
Most importantly, calm down. Coach Narwald's preaching. There's nothing that Ridgefield is doing offensively that we are not prepared for. We need to clear our heads and execute better. He knows his girls. They're going to play better. They believe in what Coach is saying. Fairfield is definitely not out of this yet.
Sounded like they really harped on the passing, too. The passing has got to tighten up. If they can get that second pass to where they want it, they'll have a much better chance here. So kicking it off will be Maura McNeil. She starts game number 2 on serve. This one, Leineken's got to go over again. Alicia Hill met at the net, and it's sent right back. Combo block effort from Doherty and Vaccarella. AJ, you mentioned a little bit last year about Ward running into that tough Southington team in the quarterfinals of states. They also had to battle that crosstown Ludlow team in the semifinals of FCX, who went on to win the championship. I'll go full Donald Eng on you here and drop a bomb. On this day in history, in 2015, Ridgefield defeated Ward 3-0 in the 2015 season.
Interesting. I do have to. Now, did you research that, or did that come from Don? I want to know who to give the credit to.
I did do the research on that one. Unfortunately, Don did not include that in today's history. This one sailing towards the scoring table. It's going to catch a piece. So after the opening point in favor of the Mustangs, Tigers respond with a quick 2 of their own.
And guess who is on the service line? It's Elizabeth Middlebrook. If you need to stop the bleeding, you want her to do it.
Set to the middle. Vaccarella goes up. Spike across the court to her left. Well done there. You've seen the touch and now the power on display, AJ.
To be a complete volleyball team, you've got to have both. You can't win doing just one or the other. If you play power, the other team will respond by just sitting back and letting you hit the ball to them. You play touch, crowd the net, and there's nothing you can do.
Christensen, the big lefty serve, but it's a bit too strong, sailing over that end line. Of course, tune in to Coffee Break tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Kate Chaplensky if you want more this day in history with Donald Eng. They'll have 4 new events tomorrow. Tweet at us your guesses Maybe you can have more success than the rest of us because we are struggling this week. Point goes in favor of Warde. They're on top 4-2 here early on in set number 2. Smiles and high fives all around on the bench at the moment.
When you're up on the scoreboard, smiles and high fives are a good thing. Sighting of Fairfield Warde Athletic Director Seth Fry wandering around, checking on how we're broadcasting his charges today. Seth, I promise we're doing a good job.
We've got Olivia Hawkins on the line. This is her first appearance in the match. Our coaches and the officials want to make sure we are on the correct service rotation. It is confirmed, so Hawkins set to go to work now. 4-2 in favor of Warde, 1-0 the sets in favor of the Tigers.
And Frank, the scoreboard is currently reading 4-3. There may have been a scoring discrepancy. I think that's what the conference was about.
It's going to be corrected. It will now say 4-4 as Hawkins unable to score on her first serve.
I haven't really seen anyone from either team get on really a big service run yet in this game.
Here's Alicia Hill. She'll give her serving run and attempt now. Vaccarella plays towards that back line. Middlebrook's waiting there. Leinekin to the far side. Kearney goes up. She uses the touch this time. Well done. Drop with the left. Go up, fake the spike with the right. Little tap with the left.
Faked out everybody on the floor and everybody in the broadcast booth. I thought that ball was coming probably just a foot outside of our table.
Hill's service run will stop it too. She sends one into the net. 5-5 the score now. Vaccarella set to serve. Mustangs, the black with the white numbers, serving from your right. Tigers, black with the orange numbers, receiving on the left. Heineken was looking for Middlebrooks again. That one just a little too far back off the net. Unable to get it over.
Sometimes you just hit a bad shot. Nothing more, nothing less.
Can see the chemistry, though. Leinekin facing our direction, just knowing where Middlebrooks is at all times. They'll go that way again. Credit the effort, but it was not meant to be on that one.
The double hit foul is called almost off of the basketball hoop hanging above the gym. Of course, any ceiling obstructions are in play.
Very close to being illegally played there by McNeil. Winner down the line coming from Middlebrook.
But due credit given to Claire Sullivan, able to keep that one alive for the Mustangs.
7-6 in favor of Ridgefield as we trade points back and forth. Here's Colonel. Great serve there. Looks like the Tigers might have faked themselves out on that one. Tried to go with the short set to the player right next to Leinekin. That was Hannah McNeese. Middlebrook was giving that same run from the outside, and just a little miscommunication.
It looked to me like McNeese pulled off, whereas Middlebrook was expecting McNeese to take it.
They go to Middlebrook on the outside. Vaccarella waiting easily on the back line. Now comes up and tries her luck. Leinekin to Middlebrook again, just in case you forgot when we said it before. That one just missing out. Correction. Score that in. And Vaccarella's wrist failed her on that one. 9-7, our first 2-point lead in a little while.
Coach Narwhal checking in with Vaccarella on that one. What did you see? What did you do? And she says, "No, Coach, I'm fine."
Little errors that seem to be costing the Mustangs at the moment.
Be called for a double hit. The set was for Olivia Parisi. She looked like she was expecting it much closer to the net than it was. Got a little too close and faked herself out.
That one, great serve there. Too hot to handle. It ran right up onto the elbows of Libby McKenna. Almost hit her in the face. As Dupuis has been able to string together a couple of service points here. Now serving for a 5th straight time. And Vaccarella just closing the wrists on that one. Pulled it too far to the left. Finally, the Mustangs able to put one back over the opposite side. Oh, there's the senior veteran play right there.
The offensive set comes up back would be the offensive set. The defense close to the net, drop it right over the middle. None of the Mustangs able to recover.
Linekin, the sneaky play on that second touch as they go with the back set there. And over the net. And they're going to discuss this one here. We get the official close to our side saying they were over the line. Coach Narwhal explaining if she is outside of the field of play, that she is able to cross that line. We'll see what the ruling comes to be.
And it will be a reserve.
Big break for the Mustangs. Trailing by 6 now, Dupuis. Go that same way. This one illegally touched. And Coach Narwhal's seen enough. He wants to take a timeout and talk this one over. It's a 14-7 game here in the second set. Tigers up 1-0. Let's take a break right here on the HAN Network.
Connecticut is coming back to hometown banking. To a partner that makes small businesses feel big. Where community comes first. Where high-tech tools go hand in hand with a human touch. Where you get the know-how only neighbors can deliver. Where saving time is important too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
Welcome back to the HAN Network. Great time to mention a few of the sponsors for the HAN Network's fall broadcast season. Carl Chevrolet of New Canaan. Walter Stewart's in New Canaan. Everyone's favorite, the Doc Shop. Mex on Main and Trumbull, and of course, Coastal Orthopedics. Just a few of the companies who are partnering up with the HAN Network and our broadcast team. And that one, a big kill from the outside, 15-7 now.
Frank, I think we've heard this play once or twice already today. Linekin to Middlebrook. There's something to be said for talent, but there's even more to be said for chemistry. If you don't have to think about where your teammates are going to be, you have an advantage over the opposition.
I'm finally able to stop the run, but credit the service effort from Dupuis. As sending that one down was Olivia Parisi.
Brooke Dupuis gets a much-deserved break as Claire Pisanelli comes it in.
Linekin up to the middle there. And this time sending it down for the point was Hannah McNeese.
And Frank, I think you're starting to see really just the game experience of the Tigers taking over in this particular set. Much more upper-class experience, more seniors, girls who have played more time in FCAC volleyball, just getting the better of the younger Mustangs at this point.
Aaron's set sells over the net and out of bounds, so another point to Ridgefield side. And I think one of the advantages we've really seen early on is the ability of the Tigers to get the ball to Linekin on that second touch. She's constantly in a position to set up the Tigers players they want, as coming up with the big kill from the left side here, Grace Doherty.
Having the great outside hitter is important and put the ball wherever they want. Having the great setter is even more important, because if you can't give your hitters a good look at the ball, they can't put a good shot on the ball.
It's McNeil to serve. There's Linekin again. Comes to the short side with Hill. Quickly sent back by Vaccarella. Middlebrooks on the drop shot. Here's Vaccarella. She goes up. Missed time in the jump on that one. Sent it into the bottom of the net on her own side.
It's like she just played the shot incorrectly, did not hit the ball at the highest point.
Try it again. This time she gets it to go. And it was Alicia Hill who crossed over, might have even touched the net there. Either way, the Mustangs come up with a point, trailing by 8 here. 18-10 in set number 2. The Tigers lead 1-0.
We've seen so many times before, momentum in a volleyball game can change in less than a second, in an instant.
Colonel going up. Oh, and that's just an unfortunate roll. That's the hometown roll the Mustangs expect to get. Colonel with the big shot. Vaccarella and Doherty waiting there on the net. It literally rolled halfway across the top of the net.
So much spin on the ball that it runs across the top of the net. Boy, if you could do that on purpose, that would be a heck of a trick.
Good serve by Linekin, just coming up short of McNeil in that back row. She had to try to dig one out there. It caught the top of the net, and the Mustangs unable to recover. Opportunity here, Vaccarella. Far side, Colonel. Back and forth we go. Longest rally we've seen in a little while now as this one. I'll call that the Weird Al Yankovic as she snap hooked one right into the side of the court.
She may have knocked over Coach Narwhal's GoPro sitting on the near side post. Aside from losing the point, I don't know if he's going to be too happy about that.
21-10 the score. Set for Vaccarella. Rejected at the net. Lands in play as it has been all Tigers now. And they are showing no signs of taking that foot off the pedal.
Ridgefield's offense at this point is a well-oiled machine.
They find Linekin again. Set to the outside. McNeese trying to go up with the drop shot. Vaccarella and Doherty. Timed it up very well there, able to play defense.
Grace Doherty comes out for a quick breather. An excellent block on that last return. You can't play it any better than that. And the Mustangs got to start stringing some points together.
Hawkins to serve now. Far set to the outside, going up, and a big winner down the line. Well done there. It was Libby McKenna.
Just in the back corner, the back left corner.
And it's that extra high set, mistimes the defense at the net and how they want to go about the block. Opened up space for McKenna, and she finishes with a winner. They go this way again. Oh. Ooh. Linekin not expecting that one. It got real close and taking her out. Ricochet to the back line. As Vaccarella with a little extra mustard on that one.
I would actually love to know how fast that ball was going, because that was a rocket.
Ward unable to string points together consistently here. Hawkins serve. Sails over that back line, 23-13. Credit Linekin, took it like a champ standing in there.
That's what you got to do.
Hill to serve now. It's McNeil. Second touch went over. Here's Linekin. Two hands, and you can't do that.
I was just about to praise Libby McKenna for the Matumbo-esque rejection. I expected the finger wag, but nope. She went over the net, and that is a big no-no.
Set point. Hill to serve. They've got 11 of them to work with. Our side. Not taking any chance there, and it works out. McKenna She went for the safe play, guaranteeing that she put it in play over the net, AJ.
Certainly, and I don't think she expected that ball to go as far as it did. Faked out Alicia Hill on the other end, who let it go, but it snuck in in front of the back line.
Vaccarella to serve. Trailing by 10. Linekin with it. Comes to the outside. Curley for the win. And this one's got to make its way over. Well done. McNeese this time. I'll try it one more time. Now they go far side. Curley for the winner. This time it's going to be sailed long. McNeese couldn't put it down.
Frank, that was an outstanding defensive rally for the Mustangs. Ridgefield sent literally every member of the team up for spikes on those attempts over the net, and Ward returned every single one.
4 shots at it before the final McNeese attempt sailed wide. Linekin, far side. She wants Dupuis, and the touch shot's going to get it done. It's 2-0 now after a 25-15 second set victory. They'll switch sides of the court one more time. We'll step aside with them and be right back on the HAN Network.
As you're getting back to your regular schedules, we're excited to get back to doing what we do best, offering you the freshest seasonal fare and all the ingredients for a healthy start to school. So shop Walter Stewart's for everything fresh, from A, apples to Z, zucchini, and from cotton candy grapes to back to nature all-natural snack bags. We save you time by stocking all of your favorite back-to-school essentials under one roof. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
Hi, this is Leo Carl from Carl Chevrolet in New Canaan, and you've heard me talk about the Chevy Volt for years. The new model gets 53 miles on EV charge daily, plus 420-mile full range. But don't take my word for it. You need to come in and test drive the Volt yourself. Visit us at 261 Elm Street in New Canaan or online at carldirect.com.
1, 2, 3, heavy, you know! I want to find out how good I am. Yes, sir! If you relax, you get blown out. Let's get it done! Let's get it done!
What can you take advantage of right now?
Again, come on. I can push myself way beyond what you think. Trust your technique. Do your back.
Give your day a jumpstart with the latest news, sports, weather, and more on Coffee Break, live on the HAN Network, weekdays at 11 a.m. Connecticut news doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break.
We are back here on the HAN Network from Fairfield Warde High School. Little Wednesday afternoon volleyball. And it is Ridgefield on top right now, 2-0. In a battle for second place in the conference. Both teams came in 5-1 in conference play. But the Tigers have proved to be the better team to this point, at least.
And Frank, I think it's to take nothing away from the job Ward has done. They really have hung in there very well. It's just the experience quotient of the Ridgefield Tigers is just higher at this point.
Going up at the net there, miscommunication, and the Tigers come away with that first point, and because they did, that means this third set is brought to you by Pamby Motors of Ridgefield. The other option we had there, Scap Auto in Fairfield. Just two of the many partners who have teamed up with the HAN Network's broadcast team. Linekin comes to the far side. Colonel with the kill. Nothing there. And one thing that has become clear, AJ, is that the Mustangs, as that one nicely dropped in between the back and front line, but one thing that's become clear, the Mustangs have gotten very tentative on defense and are just almost backing off the net and trying to play kills from that back line.
The Tigers have shown that they can kill the ball from anywhere. Colonel has the big shot. You cannot count out Millerbrook or Linekin.
Right on cue, she delivers.
It really is pick your poison, and if you set for one girl to make the kill, the Tigers will pass it to another one and catch you looking.
No one in this gymnasium is happier right now Then Katie Leinekin, who has just got too many options to choose from with where she wants to set it at the moment. (3-1) the score. McNeil to serve for the Mustangs. Far side all the way over. Colonel had a long run to get there. Tried to tap it with the left, but it was too far out of reach.
Went for a bit of the finger roll, which had she gotten it a little bit higher up on the net, would have almost certainly landed inbounds, and we'd have yet another great shot from her to talk about.
McNeil's second serve. Leinekin comes back to Middlesbrough. Far side Colonel, about 5 yards off the net. And once again, Colonel delivers the finish.
Like the old football saying goes, run it until they can stop you. And right now, Warde does not have an answer for Caroline Colonel.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Holmes. Leinekin to serve. 4-2 in set number 3, and the Tigers on top 2-0. This one misplayed there. Saying my bad was Libby McKenna.
This looked like they tried to pass it to Coach Narwhal, which you cannot do in the game. Practice, maybe.
Low line drive, just made it over the net. Far side, they want Colonel again. Comes to the near side of the court this time with the big finish.
Frank, I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I'm saying Caroline Colonel's making a strong case for an Athlete of the Week nomination.
Don't forget, you can vote for Athlete of the Week all the way through Sunday this week. HAN Network Studio is closed next Monday for Columbus Day. The guy discovered the new world. Give him his credit where it's due. So you will be able to vote for your Athlete of the Week until 11:59 on Sunday night. 10 athletes to vote from this week.
Fine crop of deserving young men and women.
And a rare mishit there from Colonel. Which is to our benefit because I was running out of ways to describe that play.
Even a mishit from Colonel Frank is an awesome shot. She just sends that one a little bit long.
Oh, useful, but even better defense there. Heads up play from Doherty. She and Vaccarella unable to convert off of it.
As we've seen so many times in the first two sets, just the experience that the Tigers are showing. They get Warde back on their heels looking for the rocket ball, and Colonel goes up with the drop shot.
Stalemate there. And coming away, the victor, Claire Sullivan. She and Colonel almost held the ball up together. See who would drop it first, and it fell on the Tiger side. 7-5 the score now. Hawkins back to serve for the Mustangs. And a low line drive, catches the top of the net, comes up short.
And nothing will kill a rally faster than a ball into the net.
Hawkins, the 5'5 junior. One serve, back to the bench now as they continue the rotation. Here's Colonel to serve. Hard low line drive serve. Had to be dug up off the floor. Oh, good shot there. Vaccarella saw Middlebrook close in. Laid the drop shot just at the bottom of your screen.
A pure height play from Nicole Vaccarella, using every bit of her 6'3" to just fake out the Ridgefield defense and drop that one on the near side inside the line.
The big serve here, Vaccarella, all the way to the back line. Leinekin ran a full circle to get there. Oh, she hit the net. That's too bad there. Libby McKenna went up for that one with some authority, but just made contact with the net on the follow-through.
And it feels like there have been a number of plays in this match from Libby McKenna where she's put a really great shot on the ball, only to have hit the net or been slightly over the line in some way.
At the net there, Middlebrook timed that one up well. Sent it back the other way. 10-6 the score now.
If you are the Mustangs right now, obviously you need to get a rally going. It's got to start with your senior captains, Vaccarella, and number 5, Genesetta, who has been very quiet today. Not on the court at the moment. The Mustangs don't have a lot of experience. These girls have been here before. It's got to start with them.
Dupuis serve comes up short on the wrong side of the net, so it's It is 12-6 now, the score. As here's Leinecken, far side for Middlebrook. Ricocheted off a player, and it's going to head all the way to the back line. Another big kill there off this Leinecken set.
As there's been a bit of a miscommunication on the score on the scoreboard. Currently reading 12-6 in favor of the Tigers.
It should be 12-7 right now. They're going to check this one over, make sure it's right. They've got 13-7 up on the board now.
Coach Saberi for the Tigers right at the scorer's table, conferring with her girls, checking what they have in the book. Coach Narwhal keeping an ear on things, but shouting instructions to his squad on their side of the net.
And they've got it at 12-7 now. As it's Nicole Nielsen back on to serve. Sent towards the back line. Oh, beautifully placed. Well done. That was Genesetta. Excuse me. That was Claire Sullivan. The nice finish.
Setta back in the game now, and Frank, somehow I've just noticed this as we're more than halfway through the third set of this. Setta wearing a monstrous-looking knee brace on her left leg.
Middlebrook. Now to be Vaccarella from the back line, but it was passed illegally before that. 13-8. As the little things continue to haunt the Mustangs at the moment. Here's Colonel again. Just a dominant third set from Colonel.
Frank, if you're the Mustangs, if I'm the Mustangs at this point, I don't know what more I would do besides maybe putting all 6 of my players on the back line when Colonel goes up for a spike.
Mustangs need to be cautious of that drop shot, though. We have seen it from Colonel up to this point. Well, that's one way to take back momentum. Big finish in the middle there. Well done. 14-9. Warde by no means out of this game, trailing 2-0, but they've got to go on a run sometime soon. Maybe it's the libero, Mara McNeil, who can get it started.
Perfectly placed serve. She goes with the overhand, just the general step, the basic step-through volleyball serve that we've all done a million times in the backyard on the beach. Lands it right in between the 2 lines of the Tigers. Nothing they can do about it.
McNeil's second serve. It's a free ball now from the opposite side. And it can't be taken advantage of.
Just a poorly played set attempt from Setta.
So Katie Leinecken, the senior captain, set to serve. Heineken in the middle. Backside, Dupuy. Ricochet at the line. Great effort there. Vaccarella the kill. Back and forth we go. Here's Colonel on the bottom of your screen. Big finish again from the junior.
And Frank, it's something you never want to hear your analyst say. I am out of superlatives for the job that Caroline Colonel is doing in this third set.
Keep feeding the young lady. Why not? One more time, Colonel. Count it. 17-10. Coach Narwhal wants to take a timeout and talk this one over. We'll take it with him right here on the HAN Network.
At Mex on Main, Trumbull's very own Mexican Grill, we're all about fresh, fast, and friendly service. Our Main Street restaurant offers the best in traditional and non-traditional Mexican dishes, with only the best ingredients, never frozen. From authentic burritos, fajitas, quesadillas, and salads, we have something on the menu for everyone in the family. And enjoy our open salsa bar, giving you more ways to customize your meal. Stop in for lunch or dinner at 6528 Main Street, Trumbull, or find out more at mexonmain.com.
17-10 back here on the HAN Network. Tigers looking to close this one out in the third set. They lead 2-0. Middlebrook stepping up this time. Hill. And that one's going to count for the Tigers here. It's now an 8-point game.
And Frank, I think Elizabeth Middlebrook probably heard us during that last couple of points and said, I am really tired of them not talking about me, so I'm going to take this kill myself.
And getting the lucky bounce there. That's the kind of day it's been for the Tigers. Meredith Leinekin with an ace. But it has been the Caroline Colonel story here in this third set.
Which is to take nothing away from the job that Katie Leinekin has done in the rest of the game.
This entire Ridgefield roster has been just strong at all points of the game. They come back to Dupuy. She goes cross court. And it's just a bit too far out of play. The Warde not going quietly now. Trailing by 8, 19-11 here. Claire Christensen set to serve. And we're 5 points away from a 3-0 shutout. And that one just catching the top of the net. So Alicia Hill returns the favor. 20-12 now.
Clearly an awkward hit. Looked like it came off of the heel of her hand just under the thumb, caused the awkward spin.
Here's the junior Olivia Hawkins now, hoping to get the Mustangs back into this one, or at least trim the deficit. Colonel from the back line. Up in the middle. Going up McNeese. Big finish there. We are back in action again tomorrow, AJ. We'll be at Ridgefield High School from Tiger Hollow for girls soccer. We have got the Ridgefield Tigers and the Darien Blue Wave.
Been a Ridgefield and Darien kind of week.
As we did see Darien and Wilton field hockey yesterday, the previously unbeaten Blue Wave knocked off by the Warriors. Our first look at Tom Fujitani Field.
Great job done on the new turf there. It really is. It's marvelous.
Even better job done by the Wilton Warriors, though, yesterday in field hockey. Found themselves down 1-0, but they played an unbelievable game.
They really did. Anytime you can knock off the undefeated Darien anything, you have to do a good job on your end of the field to come away with the win.
Colonel wins her first serve. It's 23-12 now. The Tigers 2 points away from coming out on top in this one. A little too anxious there. Colonel sends one into the net.
Is that the first mistake we've seen Colonel make in this third set, Frank?
It might be the first mistake we've seen her make all year. She has just been an absolute anchor right now for this Tigers offense. Vaccarella. Good get by Colonel there, all the way to the back line again. Come to the middle. McNeese looking for the kill, comes up with it. And we have got match point coming up. It will come off the hand of Dupuis. Catches a piece of the net, and that's how it's going to end. It was that kind of a day, AJ. The breaks just going the Tigers' way from start to finish. The third set ends 25-13. The match ends 3-0. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with breakdown and analysis on this one.
The leaves are changing, water temps dropping, and the sun is setting a little earlier each day. But there's still a lot of great boating, fishing, and coast time left before we see the first snow. And above all, remember, it's always summer at the Dock Shop. With loads of new fishing tackle and accessories, clothing, jewelry, and home decor, the Dock Shop is just what you need when you start to feel that New England autumn chill. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
Do you do a lot of running around but get nowhere when you're buying a car? Visit Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram for the one-stop buying experience and stop spinning your wheels.
I'm a filthy rich executive. I hear the market's down 1,000,000 points. I freak out. I spill my large espresso. The searing pain makes me slam on the brakes. Uh-oh, your fault. And your cut rate insurance may not cover my $90,000 car, so I sue you, because that's what I do. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Visit your local Allstate agent, Nick Montanero, at 6528 Main Street in Trumbull for a personalized quote.
I really wanted something that felt like a home. Coming from a big house, I wanted the feel of a home as opposed to a condo. The construction is incredible, whether it's the floors, the fireplace, the moldings, the lighting. It's as peaceful as my home was in the middle of the woods. It feels like a house. It does not feel like a condo or a townhome. I feel like I'm in my house.
Back here on the HAN Network from Fairfield Warde High School, where the Ridgefield Tigers have knocked off the Mustangs 3-0. Claire Colonel is joining me now. Claire, first of all, great game. Congratulations. You guys both came into this game 5-1. You made it look so easy today. What went right for the Tigers?
I mean, we just really celebrated, and like what my coach is really telling us is that we need to celebrate loud for every point, whether we win or we lose, and we really did that tonight. We really came on the court loud, and we just proved that no matter who we're playing, that we can use that momentum to keep going for every point.
There were just so few mistakes made by Ridgefield. You seemed just completely in sync on offense. What is it about this group that has got it working at the moment?
Well, it's definitely our chemistry. We have a big team, we have a lot of juniors and seniors, and all of us work together really well, and we've been playing for a long time, so that definitely helps on the court because we know how each other play, and we know our little pros and cons about each player, so that definitely helps, and I don't know, it makes us better.
Well, only one loss to this point, Caroline. You've got a bunch of games left, though. What do you have to do to continue on this path now and ride it hot into the playoffs?
I mean, I know, just stay a team. We really need to be working as one unit, and I think that will carry us pretty far this year.
Well, Caroline, thank you so much. Great game. We look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Thank you.
We'll take one more break here. AJ Simonowski will join me again, and we'll wrap one up from Fairfield Warde High School.
This is now 44 years I've been in this business. Digital came along. After I was in business for about 6 years, I had to totally reinvent the business. So I had to make a tremendous investment in my business. And Milford Bank was there for me. I don't really just consider Milford Bank a bank. I consider them a trusted partner in my business. My name is Jim Wilson, owner of Milford Photo. I choose to bank with Milford Bank.
Have a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday, now in 2 locations. The iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
As you're getting back to your regular schedules, we're excited to get back to doing what we do best, offering you the freshest seasonal fare and all the ingredients for a healthy start to school. So shop Walter Stewart's for everything fresh, from A, apples to Z, zucchini, and from cotton candy grapes to back to nature all-natural snack bags. We save you time by stocking all of your favorite back-to-school essentials under one roof. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
If you're watching this broadcast, you're not alone. The HAN network is available for 200,000 Connecticut cable customers on the Frontier network, and we've also reached 1.7 million viewers on our free live streaming sports, news, and entertainment broadcasts. To reach our rapidly growing audience, contact Advertising Director Jessica Murrin at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
We are back here at Fairfield Warde High School, where the Ridgefield Tigers have knocked off the Mustangs by a final score of 3-0. AJ, it was a dominant performance from start to finish. No other way to spin it.
Not really, Frank. And there's going to be a lot of work for the Mustangs to do. We saw flashes of what they are capable of, but we've also seen, just based on their scores, the way they've played defensively elsewhere in this season, they're better than what we saw tonight. Coach Narwhal will have his girls ready to go next time, but we have to speak about the job that the Ridgefield Tigers did. Dominant in all phases of the game: service, offensive, defensive, passing, communication, cheers on the bench. You name it, they did it right today.
They were the better team from start to finish today. They'll move to 6-1 in the conference. Now sole possession of second place. Ward falls to 5-2, but again, it's a young Ward team. I think they will be there at the end of the year in the postseason, but they might be a year away.
They might be, and we saw a lot. We were here for the JV game before while we were setting up the younger Mustangs playing the younger Tigers today, and I saw a lot of good things from Ward's JV squad. They'll be set for the future. It may not be this year, but they've got a good, strong core of girls that can carry the program going forward.
Either way, it's the Ridgefield Tigers who come out on top in this one. Final 3-0. AJ, a lot of fun working with you again. Can't wait to have you back up here again soon.
Anytime, buddy. You just got to let me know.
Love it. For AJ Simonowski, Eric Gender, and everyone else here at the HAN Network, we are done for tonight. You've got coffee break at 11, the Yankee Fisherman at 1, Nutmeg Sports at 2, girls soccer from Tiger Hollow at 4 when the Blue Wave travel down to take out the Tigers. 3-0 the final in this one, Ridgefield over Ward. Good night. See you next time.